Welcome to County Report this week. I'm Lorna Virgili. Thank you for joining us. Coming up in the next half hour, authorities host an elder abuse awareness event and warn about financial abuse. And some local Girl Scouts team up with the Gaithersburg Police to reinforce pedestrian safety. But first, we start with a meeting with Police Chief Tom Manger and members of the Council on Police Community Relations. The meeting comes on the heels of recent tragic events in various parts of the nation that have created a sense of uncertainty in the area of public safety. Susan Kennedy was there for the briefing. Susan?
Building trust between community and police. That was the topic here at the Council, with a discussion between the Council and Chief Manger, who says forging these relationships is critical.
What every segment of the community wants to know is, are we listening to them? Are we listening to them? Do we care about the service that we're providing them? We talk every day. I talk with my command staff, I talk with my cops about the importance of dedicating ourselves to being a fair and impartial authority that is doing the right thing.
Chief Manger was joined by Assistant Chief Daryl McSwain and Lieutenant Betsy Davis at the briefing. The discussion focused on steps the department is taking to avoid incidents like those that have happened around the country in the past year. The key, he says, is training officers how to de-escalate a situation before it becomes a tragic encounter.
We watch crisis management all over the country.
Councilmember Mark Elridge chairs the Public Safety Committee. He says he believes Montgomery County Police are progressive in their approach to training. The council recently approved a pilot program for police body cameras that was initiated by Chief Manger himself.
I was going to raise the cameras and the outside investigations with the chief back in the fall, and I made a phone call and was like, we're already moving in this direction, and I was really struck by that. It's the difference between here and other departments that are scrambling around for explanations for what they did and requiring Justice Department investigations of their practices. I feel like these folks are actually paying attention to that.
In the meantime, Manger and his team will continue to train officers to not only be vigilant in their dealings with the public, but also to help them better understand the social fabric of the community.
On the specific issue of race, how do you get officers intellectually to understand that you cannot provide differential service based on an individual's appearance?
We talk about those issues all the time, but really the bigger way to address this is teaching people the law. If you police according to the Constitution, you shouldn't be making these mistakes.
In Rockville, I'm Susan Kennedy for County Report This Week.
County residents voiced their concerns to Montgomery County Councilmember Sidney Kats during a community meeting in Dirtwood. My MC Media's Aline Barros reports.
Is there something that you know of that's a problem that we can help out before it becomes a problem?
With this question, Montgomery County Councilmember Sidney Kats sets the tone during a town hall meeting with residents from Dirtwood, Redland, and Washington Grove communities. Some of the hot topics? The development of the Shady Grove Sector Plan, transportation, public safety, and education.
Certainly the budget is part of the discussion this evening. I'd like people those that don't know me, to get to know me, and so we'll give a little bit of a background. Tonight is certainly not about me, it's about them.
This Dirtwood resident believes Councilmember Kats cares, and she previously worked with former Councilmember Phil Andrews on other issues that impact the Dirtwood community.
I think the problem is one person like Phil or like Sidney can't go up against the state and developers and all the people that want to make money off of Montgomery County.
Shervin said she opposed the ICC. Now, 2 years after the highway was built, she's concerned about the stream restoration near the road.
That was an unlikely. I'm concerned that when they did the ICC stream restoration, they planted a ton of trees and they all washed away the first time it rained. They changed a deep creek that used to hold the water in a rainstorm into a flat area. So as soon as it rained, it just flooded and washed all the trees out.
Others expressed concerns about the possible alterations to the Shady Grove Sector Master Plan.
We're concerned about the plan and being reopened, and that some very key elements would be open for discussion. Those were developed with very intense and a large amount of involvement by all sorts of parties. The development has yet to occur, and for it to be it to be altered at this time could be a real problem.
For County Report this week, I'm Alini Barros.
The county commemorated World Elder Abuse Awareness Day with the 5th Annual Senior Safety Forum. Local and state officials want residents to recognize the red flags of elder abuse. Holiday Park Senior Center hosted officials and seniors in an effort to raise awareness of elder abuse, neglect, and exploitation.
Another reason that so often that the cases are not brought to our attention is because of the emotional and economic dependence that potentially that senior has upon the individual who's actually abusing them. And there are mental challenges too. There's senility and other human conditions that sometimes make that person a very likely target for someone who is willing to take advantage of them.
Recent estimates show that elder victims of financial exploitation lost $2.9 billion in 1 year nationwide.
We have to spread the word and make sure that everybody who's in a vulnerable situation, in a nursing home, in an assisted living situation, living at home, in a group home, living with family, that if they're vulnerable, we get word so we can do something to help that individual.
In 2013, the county's police department formed the Elder Vulnerable Adult Abuse Unit, and since they have investigated 276 cases. However, it is estimated that only 1 in 24 cases are reported.
Just last month, we reported on a case where an 87-year-old woman had been in poor health and was being taken care of by her son. The woman went to the hospital, and she was determined to have had a bed sore that was so bad that her spine was actually showing. We determined that her caretaker had actually been putting newspaper and cornstarch in the open wound. Now, that woman has since passed away. And that case is now being moved to our homicide unit. It's still under investigation, and charges have yet to be filed, but this is the kind of heartbreaking case that can happen.
In Montgomery County, the 60-plus population is over 18% of the total population and still growing. For more information about county senior services, visit montgomerycountymd.gov/HHS. To report any elder abuse case, call 911 or 240-777-3000. Emergent Biosolutions is conducting life-saving life sciences work. Recently, the company celebrated the opening of its corporate headquarters in Gaithersburg. Krista Brick reports.
3, 2, 1, cut!
With a few snips of the ribbon, Emergent Biosolutions top officials celebrated the opening of its corporate headquarters in Gaithersburg.
So we've been in Maryland for about 15 years. Proud to call Gaithersburg our corporate office home.
From biodefense vaccines against anthrax exposure to biosciences medicines for cancers and autoimmune diseases, Emergent Biosolutions is a global vaccines and therapeutics company.
I think we're seeing a crescendo now in terms of businesses identifying the value of being in Montgomery County, the value of being in the Central Maryland region, and being able to be part of this vibrant ecosystem. So I don't think it's a hard sell.
The company's decision to expand here is a win for the county, looking to be a leader in the country in the life sciences industry.
Montgomery County is the home to over 300 biotechnology firms, a large number of federal labs, and the synergy of all that we have is represented by what we see here.
To make the deal work, Gaithersburg chipped in $250,000 in a cash grant to help renovate the building on Professional Drive. City officials say it's an investment that will pay off.
There's a really bright future, and there's a lot of opportunity for development in biotech and other companies to really continue to build Gaithersburg as a strong job center.
The company also got a $2 million loan from the state, contingent on growing 133 jobs in Gaithersburg and another 150 at its Baltimore site.
Well, Emergent is not just a great story for Montgomery County and for the city of Gaithersburg. It's also a great story for Maryland. The expansion that Emergent is doing here in Montgomery County, coupled with their expansion in Baltimore, really shows that Maryland is continuing to be the epicenter for life sciences.
For County Report this week, I'm Krista Brick.
Coming up on County Report this week, young people get to ride county buses with reduced fares. And
coming up on County Report this week, we'll go to Gaithersburg, where the Girl Scouts are teaching a valuable lesson about pedestrian safety. Stay with us. We'll be right back after this.
Silver Spring Town Center presents the 7th annual Silver Spring Blues Festival. Father's Day weekend, Saturday, June 20th from 10 a.m. to 9 p.m. in the heart of downtown Silver Spring. This is a free event, fun for the whole family with live blues music exhibitors and many other festivities. Featuring 20-year-old New York blues guitar sensation King Solomon Hicks and his band of brothers, the Archie Edwards Blues Heritage Ensemble, Rick Franklin, WMA winner Lisa Lim, Anthony Swamp Dog Clark, the Billy Thompson Band, and the legendary Warner Williams, plus many more. Join us for the finest in electric and acoustic blues on 2 separate stages, hosted by popular radio personality Ida Campbell. Celebrate the blues with the Silver Spring Blues Festival, Saturday, June 20th with free parking. For more information, please visit us at silverspringblues.com.
welcome back to County Report this week. I'm Lorna Virgili. As part of their Bronze Award project, the juniors of Girl Scout Troop 274 are educating residents in their community about the importance of pedestrian safety. My MC Media's Sonia Burke has more from Gaithersburg.
I'm on Route 355 in Gaithersburg, where the Girl Scouts are teaming up with the Gaithersburg Police Department to show pedestrians the importance of using the crosswalk. As these pedestrians prepare to cross Route 355 in front of St. Martin's Catholic Church, they're greeted by some local Girl Scouts who have some important pedestrian safety advice.
What we're trying to get people today to do is use the crosswalks so no one will get hurt. They should look both ways and see if any cars are coming.
We're telling them to stay safe and use the crosswalks, because if they don't, they have a risk of getting injured.
That message is important. According to police, on average every year, more than 100 pedestrians are killed and more than 2,300 are injured in the state of Maryland as a result of collisions with motor vehicles. Do you see a lot of people jaywalking in this area?
Yeah, unfortunately, we see it all throughout the city where people jaywalk, and there are also some places where it's not illegal to cross mid-block, but it's not the safest thing to do.
So far, I've seen about 6 people been caught by the police jaywalking. It's been very dangerous. We've been telling them to use the crosswalk over there.
Some people just don't want to take the time to be safe and don't want to listen to your message.
For those who did, there were prizes and thank yous to serve as positive reinforcement.
We give them a little sticker.
Thank you for taking the time.
Please, please, if there's a crosswalk near, use the crosswalk. If it has controls, follow the controls.
Everyone's used the crosswalks just for pedestrian safety measures so no one will get hurt today.
We work on this all year long, but it's nothing like these Girl Scouts to help us get our message across.
For County Report this week, I'm Sonia Burke.
County youth ages 5 through 18 can take unlimited ride-on trips this summer by purchasing a youth summer pass from Ride On. The summer pass costs $18 and is valid from June 1st through August 31st. The youth pass are loaded on the Youth Cruiser Smart Trip card. Youth must bring proof of age and county residency. Cards can be obtained at all Montgomery County public libraries, Trips commuter stores, some CVS pharmacies, and certain Giant food stores. Fire safety continues to be at the forefront during summer months. Here is Fire Chief Scott Goldstein with a message about Summer of Safety. Chief?
No doubt. As summer gets hotter, we want to go to the pool. When we go to the pool, we have to always be cautious and aware of safety issues around swimming, around any type of water environment. Always have a partner. Always be there with somebody else. If you don't know how to swim, don't assume that a flotation device is an adequate supplement for supervision. Have a friend there. Always be able to activate the 911 system when you're at the pool, at a lake, or near a river. When we talk about summer safety, we also go into bicycles. We start riding our bikes. We need to always ensure that everybody has a bicycle helmet on, especially our children. Our heads are going to be very vulnerable in a crash, and we need to protect our bodies through that component. Summer safety is always a time to look back at your smoke detectors. Ensure that your house has a smoke detector. Ensure your smoke detector is operating, and when it goes off, evacuate the house, get outside, call 911 from outside the house. Never go back in after the smoke detector is activated. Summer safety, focus on your elements, stay safe, try to stay cool.
Thank you, Chief. The City of Rockville recognized several members of public safety agencies for their outstanding service. Since the 1990s, awards have been presented to 443 members of Rockville's various public safety agencies and civilians. This year was a little different because an assault victim was there to personally thank his heroes. Rockville 11's Danny Bozzini has a story.
Public safety officers risk their lives every day to protect their community. Rockville took time to honor members of the public safety agencies that serve the city for outstanding service at the 26th Annual Public Safety Awards.
This is a great event for the city. It gives us an opportunity to take a minute and reflect on all the service and all the heroism that our public safety providers give to us every day and all year long.
44 members of city and county law enforcement and the Rockville Volunteer Fire Department were recognized for their extraordinary acts of courage.
It means everything when our officers are recognized for what they do. I think that's very important. You know, we're not in it to be recognized, but when you do get recognized, it's just a little added icing on the cake.
But it wasn't just officers who received awards this year. Civilians were honored with the Citation of Bravery Award for their heroic efforts after saving a man's life.
We saw 8 civilians get awards today, and how special is that people would be willing to go for somebody they have no idea who that person is that they're helping, and it's not their job. It was something they felt from the heart. So.
Hospital staff did not believe he would survive his injuries, but Mr. Alvarez has made a full and complete recovery.
And the man who was saved, Jeff Alvarez, was there to support his heroes.
You're at a loss for words, because if they didn't do what they did that day, I wouldn't be here giving you this interview.
Alvarez's fiancée was especially grateful to everyone who contributed to saving his life.
Really want to say thank you to absolutely everyone who's helped with that. All of the EMTs that helped, all of the doctors that saved him in the hospital, and especially the several civilians that helped him right when it happened.
For County Report this week, I'm Danny Bozzini.
Coming up next, we take you to a couple of high school graduations. And Montgomery College wraps up the spring sports season. Stay tuned, we will return in just a few.
History comes alive during Heritage Days weekend, June 27th and 28th. Discover Montgomery County's historical treasures during this free county-wide event. The two-day festival offers visitors an opportunity to sample numerous sites representing the history, cultural, and natural beauty of Montgomery County. Join us for Heritage Days, June 27th and 28th from noon to 4 p.m. all over Montgomery County. For more information, call 301-515-0753 or go to heritagemontgomery.org.
Welcome back to County Report this week. I'm Lorna Virgili. For many years, DAR Constitution Hall has been the site for most of MCPS graduations. MCPS TV dropped in on a couple of the ceremonies.
Graduation season is upon us, as more than 10,000 MCPS seniors don cap and gown to receive their high school diplomas.
I'm feeling really happy because I'm graduating from American high school, and well, it's something that doesn't happen all days, and yeah, it's something really good.
I'm really
excited. It's kind of like I'm happy that I'm graduating and I've made it this far, but I'm like sad because my friends and I are all going their separate directions.
I want them to continue to be involved in things that matter for all people and really make your mark in the world for good reasons. And remember to always look back and pull up those who need the extra support to get where you've gotten.
Congratulations. Students hear words of wisdom from a variety of commencement speakers of regional and national prominence, to include educators, elected officials, journalists, entertainers, and notable alumni.
It is a very special moment. It's kind of the culmination of, just a wonderful family life. And as you watch your child, grow and develop, it's just an exciting time.
Education is the key. If you work hard, you would always get what you want. It's just hard work, always leads you to success.
The class of 2015 has received more than $335 million in college scholarships to date. Over 208 students have been accepted into Ivy League schools, with a large percent of graduates pursuing higher education.
Our students are so committed and so resourceful, and they have staff that believe in them and never give up on them. And that is the most important thing, that we have a very supportive academic environment for all students. And I think that's what makes the difference.
The new Silver Spring Library is scheduled to open on June 20th. The building in downtown Silver Spring includes several conference rooms, state-of-the-art computer rooms, and an entire floor dedicated to children's books and hands-on activities.
There's a number of different things about the Silver Spring Library. First of all, I believe it's our first true urban library. It's right in downtown Silver Spring, and we believe that the library is just going to really be this hip, cool place where everyone will be able to come. It's also different because we're sharing a site with housing, and so we'll have an opportunity to integrate and help those partners as well.
Well, the official grand opening is scheduled for 11 a.m. on June 20th, and the entire community is invited to this ribbon-cutting ceremony. The Montgomery College Raptors just finished a record-breaking spring sports season, and the results were impressive. MCTV's Michael Brown has all the details.
Two MC Raptors teams stood tall on the national stage this spring. The track and field team qualified for a record number of events at the NJCAA National Championships, and they delivered big time. The Raptors took home 4 national championships at the Nationals in Utica, New York. Kiana Daly won 2 individual titles as she took the championship in both the discus and the shot put.
It's just I don't know, it's just an awe moment. It's like, can't believe I'm right here. This is what I wanted all along.
Brianna Rhodes also won an individual national championship in the high jump. And the men's 4x100-meter relay team of Jack McCloskey, Sahid Oshile, Sheldon Wilson, and Roland Daughtry also brought home a national championship. Overall, the Raptors had 56 All-American finishes by 23 different athletes, as the men's team finished 3rd in the country and the women 5th. The highest finishes ever in the history of the college's track program. And MC Baseball also made national news. The Raptors swept the field to take the Region 20 title, beat Rockingham 2-1 to win the District D championship, which sent them to the NJCAA D3 World Series for the 8th time in the last 10 years. At the series in North Carolina, they lost their opener to Joliet when a controversial call at the plate turned the game upside down. But they bounced back the next day, trouncing Nassau 15-1 behind a strong start from Brandon Hubbardson and an offensive explosion. But their series ended when they lost in extra innings 11-10 to Herkimer, the #1 team in the nation. Despite the loss, the Raptors finished number 5 in the country. For County Report this week from Montgomery College, I'm Michael Brown.
Coming up next on County Report this week, the Dance of Love is performed at the Kenlands Mansion. And the Silver Spring Blues Festival is just around the corner. Stay with us. County Report this week is coming right back.
Order your tickets now to celebrate 38 great years of summer dinner theater at MC. This summer's musicals are The Classic, A Funny Thing Happened on the Way to the Forum, and Legally Blonde, the musical. You can order your tickets online. The MC baseball team finished number 5 in the final NJCAA D3 national poll. The Raptors posted a record of 33-21 and won the Region 20 championship and the District D title as they advanced to the World Series for the 8th time in the last 10 years. Register online now for MC's summer youth programs. Over 200 programs are offered on all 3 MC campuses for students grades K through 12. New classes offered this year include Digital Lab, Python and Java programming, culture and languages, and much more.
Welcome back to County Report This Week. I'm Lorna Virgili. The summer arts scene in Gaithersburg is just getting started. My MC Media's Sonia Burke reports it all began with a performance by Queen Tango.
The tango is known as the eternal dance of love, and the push and pull of this popular Latin dance took center stage at the Gaithersburg Arts Barn during a preview performance of the city's Totally Tango arts event.
It's the ultimate dance of love, but at the same time, there's always just a little bit of push that happens in it. So you don't reveal everything.
This acclaimed chamber tango quintet includes 2 violinists, a bass player, a celloist, and a pianist.
When we have dancers in front of us, it's like our star show. It comes from the soul to be able to play it.
We played our first concert, and at the end of it, people leapt to their feet, and some people were weeping openly. There seems to be a visceral reaction to this repertoire.
Queen Tango is part of our World Series of bringing music from around the world to the Arts Barn and the Kentlands Mansion.
And this is a perfect space for what we do, because it is an intimate art form. And if you go to Buenos Aires, the clubs are about this size. So what you will experience here is very much what you would see in Argentina.
If you missed this music and dance performance, save the date. You can join Queen Tango next at Glen Echo Park on July 9th. And the summer art scene in Gaithersburg is just getting started. There are rotating art exhibits on display now at the Mansion and Arts Barn, and there's more performances and other fun stuff planned throughout the summer.
We've got the Wedding Singer here in the Arts Barn for the month of June, the One Act Festival in July, and the Whiz in August. We also have a lot of camps, a lot of classes, including Wine and Swine, a photography class that's coming up for adults. It should be very interesting.
Mark your calendar for the 7th Annual Silver Spring Blues Festival to take place on Saturday, June 20th. There will be 2 stages and performances will take place on the hour every hour from 10 a.m. to 9 p.m. One stage will be located on Fenton Street and the other one at Ellsworth Street by the fountain. Let's meet our Pet of the Week. Kathy Stanhope joins us from the Montgomery County Animal Services and Adoption Center with more. Kathy?
Your Pet of the Week is Molly. She's a 10-year-old gray domestic shorthair, and she is very special indeed and needs a special adopter because she's unfortunately blind. She was taken away from her previous owners, and she really needs a wonderful home for her senior years. Please give us a call at 240-773-5900 or visit Molly at Montgomery County Animal Services and Adoption Center. She really, really needs to get out of this cage.
And with that, we close this edition of County Report This Week. Remember to like us on Facebook and to join us again at this time every week for a look at what's going on inside Montgomery County. We leave you today with images from the Crossroads Farmers Market. This weekly event provides a marketplace for local prepared food vendors and farmers to sell their products every Wednesday from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. from June until November at the Tacoma-Langley Crossroads. I'm Lorna Virgili, and thank you for watching.